Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Yuan Sword, or just Yuan. Either way, it's 7, and I'm the Serious JG. So, according to the interwebs, there's supposed to be a merchant like right around here that I guess I just didn't see, or maybe they don't show up until we've done more story. But I'm looking right now at this video. I even provided a nice helpful comment to somebody else who'd ask a question of the person who uploaded it that the person who uploaded it did not answer. But yeah, they're just on the path between the teleport stone and the city. So we went right by them and didn't notice them apparently. And this might be one of those deals where if you don't talk to them, they don't register on the map as being a merchant. So we're going to go back up that way, and if they're not there, I'm going to kind of scratch my head, shrug, and teleport back to some places to get the probably second best tier stuff for our other party members. But otherwise, let's keep an eye here for anybody who looks like they might be some kind of a merchant. Again, wondering if maybe they only show up once you've done a little bit more story here. Because this should be right around here somewhere. Here we are. No, that's the teleport stone. Fudge. Okay, hold on. There's nothing in this video that specifically says anything about, oh, for crying out loud, when you would need to do this, but looking at it right now, you walk back, you backtrack towards this temple area. Aha! There's people hanging out there. Like it's not missable. If you go back to this teleport rock, it is not missable. They are just like right freaking there, and we're actually right about where they're going to be. But there's like a whole group of guys with like an ox cart and just villagers hanging out, doing their villager thing here, who are obviously not here. So I think we got to advance the main story. And we do have a teleport rock here that we can use. So let's hit this teleport rock and buy some stuff to get our lady friends powered up. I don't know if you can call this game a feminist game or not. It's got 3 heroic party members, and 2 of the 3 are female, but you play as the guy, and the 2 women are very much the backup characters. So it's like, okay, well, it's a game from Taiwan. Westerners don't tend to think of the East as being a place that's very progressive about feminism. Well, they did throw a mostly female party our way, and not in a way where, like, well, Chu Hong's got a pretty big rack, but they're not. This is not like a Japanese adventure game where they're clearly sexing up the female party members. But at the same time, there's 2 of them and only 1 male, but they are pretty much the backup for the hero here. Let's face facts. Alright, so now we know exactly what we need in our special Elysium village of weirdness. If we want to upgrade woppits, we need cypress wood, which you can't buy yet. More cypress wood. More cypress wood. More cypress wood. Steel. 3 camphor wood. 3 more. Okay, 6 camphor wood and about 3 steel. Are you selling it? Okay. suddenly started selling the rest of that stuff, I would have been fine, but I wasn't expecting it. All right, so again, we're short of cypress wood, but we've got 1 steel needed. Um, 4 steel needed. 1 steel needed. So we've got what we need here. And as I figured, there's another one that needs cypress wood. That seems to be the thing. Camphor wood. I guess I didn't buy enough camphor wood, so I need 1 more. I miscounted. That's fine. It happens. I need 9 more steel. Ouch. And 1 more camphor wood. That is not a small investment. So the cypress, I hope the wood is not as expensive as metal in this game. I'm sure cypress wood will cost more than camphor wood, but camphor wood is like 50. So if cypress wood doesn't suddenly cost like 300 each, once we find a place we can buy it, we should be able to buy it plenty and be fine. Can this please be her final level? Thank you. Even more steel is needed. 4 more steel. But that should be the last level. I'm pretty sure if it takes cypress wood... I need more steel now. If it takes cypress wood, that's probably the last level, getting us to the ultimate. Because cypress wood is a ultimate component from this game. To the extent that this game doesn't seem to have components that are completely never available in stores. At least the ones that you need in mass quantities. So I'm going to need 5 steel. And then from then on out, it's all about cypress wood. Okay. That really put a hurting on our finances. But I'd gone a long time without really doing a lot of shopping. And kind of the understanding that eventually, if I got down to the business of just finalizing some of this stuff, it was going to be doing a lot of shopping all at once. Can that please be the end of this? Thank you. Okay. She needs a lot of wood. Her. But for everyone else, it's only the pommel. Is this the pommel or is this the handle? This is the handle. The pommel, I guess, is this thing. I don't freaking know the terminology. Oh, I don't remember if this is a series you're watching or not. If it is, tell me the difference between a pommel and a handle. If you feel like it, that is. Tethered butterfly. Do we feel like messing with these things? Because it looks like they already kind of had their... It's not using... Well, clockwork box might be a problem. And vermilion jade. Let's mess with... Because the nice thing about the Elysium Scroll and this village of stuff is that I can... He's got the fighting dragon. I can worry about... Yeah, all this stuff takes cypress wood. I can worry about upgrading people's stuff to being the best. Whenever I don't have to be out of town to do this, is what I'm trying to get at. So I will come back later and worry about... Okay, I've made everyone have the best armor, or everyone now has the best weapons. Like, after that I can prioritize armor, and after that I can prioritize accessories. Because the big concern is going to be, oh, I had a shit ton of clockwork boxes when I started, but now I dumped them all into accessories, and suddenly I'm short a clockwork box for something that, you know, Taishi Jiang in particular might need. So we will just hold off, because if I'm in the middle of combat and I'm like, you know what, these people are dying too fast. Oh, I can, not in the middle of combat literally, but like spawning outside, like, you know, I give up on a boss fight and go back to the last save and we're really far away from a town, but I'm like, oh, you know what, I actually do have enough silk and cypress wood and Jedites and whatever floating around to make better armor for Taishi Jiang, because she's dying quickly or whatever. It is a possibility to take care of that stuff after, you know, without going all the way back to town. That's what I'm trying to get at. Okay. So, I'm trying to have a whole week's worth of uploads here where we didn't fight anything, but we've made some real progress towards having the best possible woppits to wrap up the end game. And, I'm really going to need to see, like, I did poorly, like really poorly against some regular bosses, like the Clockwork Monster guy. I had a whole video of just failing against him, it felt like. And then came back with a different stance and just stepped away from the game and came back and won quite handily. So, I'm really not sure just how much effort I'm going to feel like putting into the DLC with the tougher than the story content boss fights. Because it really could be like, you know what, if it was main story and I had to like knuckle down and get better and win, it seems all very doable. With the DLC, it's just much more of a sense of, you know, I beat the game. I don't want to like give up and not be able to beat the game, but I'm kind of done. Like, that's a thing that will happen a lot faster in a DLC. And even Neo 2, it has story DLC. As unengaging as the story in Neo 2 can be, there's main missions with story that I'll feel compelled to beat, and then eventually I'm going to get to side missions you don't need to do, which don't have anything but a very sparse bit of non-voice acted writing to explain, and I'm not going to feel like dealing with those potentially, so we'll see. Here we are, ready to inspire the troops by talking about other games and its DLC. Chinese fire drill. But I say screw your families. Now Yuan is my RTK-14 game. Yuan is currently being run by Genghis Khan, officer of Yuan Shi, excuse me. I didn't catch what that guy said, but if this guy was the emperor now instead of later, and he interrupted him, he would probably have been beheaded. But then again, he wouldn't be talking to common troops, he was the emperor. He was once trapped, excuse me? They're talking about you, Taishi Jiang, you're the champion. I'm just your brother, you're the champion. Kick the tyrant's sorry ass. The most inspiring speech since Maxwell Cougar inspired his men to fight against demons in Bullet Witch. So is his brother still alive or not? I'm not clear on that. Sure, whatever. Besides, do I get to be emperor when all this is over? No, so come on, stop acting coy. Okay. Just then, you had a broad conceptual thing you were describing. Alright, well, we got 13 riders coming in. Smoking in red and smoking in red. I don't know why I'm... Not only has it been months now since I was playing Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, that wasn't even a radio station I used to listen to. Smoking in red. I think that's from San Andreas. Boy, that might be from Grand Theft Auto 5. I don't really know the rap. I'm not an expert on the urban music of the kids, with the rap and the hip-hop. I want you to promise that you won't be as big a douchebag as the guy who's currently planning to become emperor. Fingers crossed. Sure! We won't use them ourselves for future evil. Oh, they'll be soul farm tools infused with the power of, like, clockwork. Okay. Which is why I demanded you say so. Oh man, let's say we were about to murder that guy. He was like, oh man, he's got dark clothes with like green highlights, kill him. Alright, so now I'm thinking, oh, we're level 42, the answer to life, the universe, and everything. And here we are. Yep, there, we've been warped to the place where the merchant's at. And he's selling cypress. And it is, it's like it costs 4 times as much as the previous wood. Rare wood, high grade with a hard texture, insusceptible to decay. So that's some bullshit, but, you know, whatever. It's the ultimate wood of the game. I guess it could cost 4 times as much as the next best good wood. So we need 4. Oh my god. 10. 12. 14. It took a long time in my head to add 12 plus 2. 14. 18. We need 18. Let's see if we can actually afford it. No. We literally cannot afford it. Okay. I'm going to assume... How many of each of these do we have? 40 of these. Well, we're not going to... Okay, I'll sell like 30 of them. They're not really worth it. I've got this... Well, I'll sell 35. I got this notion that we might come across something where we need these. Great shell. Abolish currency. Okay, I didn't realize that's what this stuff was. Let's sell a bunch of these, and we'll hold on to a few in case I come across some weird crafting recipe which requires them. That these, like, I know it's silly, but I don't want to sell them. I keep thinking I'm going to need them for something else. Now, there are things here. There's nothing where, like, having 99 of them sitting around in the inventory is foolish, because all of these are things that you could feed into something through that weird... fusion system to level up a spirit. So you could just like dump 50 of some low-cost component in to fully level it up, which means this is not like having 99. If you can't have 100, maybe you need to start getting rid of them, but having like 60 or 70 of something stockpiled is not as illogical and weird as it would be in most games. So what did we say? 18 was how many we needed? Oh god, that's still most of our money. Almost all of our money right there. And that's not going to leave us with anything to spend on upgrading armor. We're just getting everyone the best weapon they can have. Wait, you need more? Fuck, man, I thought you were done. Alright, let's get everyone else first. I guess we are selling those things that are worth 1,000. Either that or I'm grinding for components. Oh, fuck. We need vermilion jade now. Can this be it for you? No. You need more steel. Okay, so 5 more steel. Hold on, let's do this in sequence. You need 4 more cypress wood and 2 steel. And they wouldn't make us use more than one of these in a recipe, would they? I'm going to keep one of each one just in case. If we come across a recipe that requires more, well, that's on us, I suppose. Now I need to keep... How much more do I need for everybody? Okay, 4 cypress woods and 2 steels. 3 vermilion jades. 5 steel. So it's 4 cypress woods, 7 steel, and 3 vermilion jade. 4 cypress wood, 7 steel, and 3 vermilion jade. 4 cypress wood, 7 steel, and we're out of money for vermilion jade. I needed 3 of those. So these things do not have good sell value. Deluxe healing potions. You know you're in a bad place and you're starting to sell your healing potions. Vermilion jades cost... Oh, God. Yeah, this is not going to work. Really come to regret this. How many, because I don't know an easy way to get more. That's something I'd have to grind for more if I need more of them. And black flame essence is an ingredient in some of these things. I got the glistening light. I need 3 vermilion jades. Okay. He's got the fighting dragon. Is already what he's using, isn't it? Maybe not. I get confused about reading this whole thing. But we just don't have anywhere near enough components for any of the armor stuff. So 3 vermilion jades. For 400, I can afford 2. If I want to hold on to this thing. Now, I don't use these that often. I need 200. You can buy these, right? No, you can't. I probably shouldn't have sold them. I don't know if I'll end up wanting to use them in DLC land. 200 more. Wish I could get right there, but... Probably made some mistakes in what I bought and sold to get here, but we're now completely out of money. Unless I'm really confused here. This is to give her one more attack, two more... Yeah, I probably shouldn't have over-concerned myself with this, but we've got the best possible woppit gear for everyone. Ultima woppits have been achieved, but at what cost? I think we may have made a terrible mistake here. However, we say I don't know. The only thing I'm thinking ahead to now is the DLCs. I sold some of those potions. You can only have one thing set up at a time, and I almost always want to have like a healing potion in reserve as opposed to cooldown going on something that will increase defense or attack. So there might be really good strategies to use those things, but I haven't been making use of them so far. Am I running away from what would have been a more convenient save point? No, this is the save point. So we had an entire week's worth of videos, since I'm only uploading 2 a week, where all we did was a little bit of dialogue, advance the plot, no combat, just working on getting our ultimate woppits. But I think in the end we're going to call it necessary progress for finishing up this game. And if I can find some place to buy replacement potions, I'll feel a lot more chill about what I did there. Because everything else I sold, like, I know it's silly. I got this item that gives you 1,000 Xuan that I refuse to sell because I keep thinking I'm going to come across some weird need for it later. But either way, threw away a bunch of potions that I probably wasn't going to use anyway. I would feel a lot better about it if I knew I could get them back, even if it was exorbitantly expensive. If I reach a point where I'm like, yeah, you know what, it's worth it to finish these extra DLCs, I'm going to grind for money and replace potions, like, I'd know I'd have the option. That would make me feel better. Because similarly, like, our armor and stuff is not as good as it could be. We would have to grind for a lot of money to get to a place with that. Like, that would involve quite a bit of grinding, I believe. Although, I say that having not actually done any grinding in this game for a long time. I did a lot of grinding very early, and by a lot of grinding, I mean like I probably watched like a Mystery Science Theater or two, like maybe a couple of hours, 2 or 3 hours at the very beginning, and then never ground again after that because I would only very sporadically get in trouble, and even then only in a boss fight where usually I would get frustrated with confusion over the game controls and eventually just get better and win. So it's not winning the main game that's even got me worried. I just got the best weapons, and in some cases, not just one level of upgrade, but we were like 2 or 3 below optimum, and I've upgraded. I'm thinking to the DLC and whether or not we'll be able to handle it. But we'll find out about that in future videos, guys. Thanks for watching, and tune in next time as we definitely advance the story. The last main thrust of the main plot would appear to be that the evil Mo, whatever his name is, Mo Howard, hey Mo, he he killed our parents, and now he's got a super gun, and he's going to use it to kill civilians to help Wang Mang rule. We don't really meet Wang Mang as a character. He is a known villain from Chinese history. But these guys are evil sorcerers who think that the end justifies the means, and that advancing the knowledge of dark magic is more important than human lives. It's all stuff that on paper sounds like he's a great villain. We just haven't spent enough time with him to care. But maybe we'll have some last-minute stuff before we kill him and put a stop to his fiendish plans. Maybe we won't. We'll find out soon. Bye, guys.